Hi everyone, it's Anne here from Positively Papercraft. Welcome back to another video. Before I get started, if you're not already subscribed, please consider doing it. Also give us a thumbs up and make sure you click the bell so all notifications are on. It really does help your channel, get your channel out there and keep getting discovered, etc. So today I made, now this wasn't intended for a tutorial, I made it because I wanted some kind of little coffin treat box for my Halloween swaps that I'm doing. So it took us ages to work this out. Not work it out, but just get it right where, you know, it wasn't all crooked and stuff. It still isn't 100% perfect, but you don't need any dies at all. I think the only die I've used was for that little circle in the middle. So it's just a little coffin. I've just decorated it and it opens. I popped a bit of Velcro on, and the idea is you would just drop, you know, like little sweet treats or whatever you want in there. So this is what I'm going to show you how I made. It's actually quite a good size, really. Yeah, it's 7 inches by 4 inches and it's an inch deep, so it's quite a good size. So first off, you're going to need to make your little templates. This one is for the coffin, this one is for the patterned paper to decorate it. So for the coffin, you're going to need 2 of these. Your paper needs to be 7 inches by 3 7/8. So what you're going to do is along the top, you are going to mark at one. You're going to come in at 1 inch from each side and mark it. Then you're going to come down the side 2 inches and mark it on each side, okay? And then you're going to do the same on the bottom. Come in and measure 1 inch from each side, and then you're basically just going to join these little pencil marks up. Excuse me, I've done nothing but sneeze all day. Alright, so there to there, and that is going to give you your coffin shape, okay? Really easy. And then you are just going to cut that out, and that will be a template, so keep that. This is a smaller one for the paper. The paper this needs to measure 6 5/8 by 3 5/8. Now I can't remember what I did the top at. I'll work this out for you quickly now. So you need to measure in. That paper isn't even right, is it? 3 5/8. I don't know what I'll cut it at. Yeah, mine was way too long. 3 5/8. And then, so along the top, that's better, you are going to measure in 1 inch again. Yeah, that'll be right. Yes, measure in 1 inch, down 1 7/8. And then again along the bottom, measure in at 1 inch. And just do the same, join them up. And then you're going to cut this out as well. So this will be your template for any patterned paper you want to put on. There you go. So just cut them both out and you end up with your little templates. So and then what you would do obviously is get your black card. You're just going to put them on and obviously just draw around them, and then you're going to cut these out. And as I said, you're going to need 2 of these. So I'll just draw around this one and then cut them out, and then you know that's what I mean. So you know what to do for that. Now to join this together, I've got 2 pieces here. It should be enough. They're both 2 inches wide by 12 inches long. They don't have to be 12 inches long. You could just use an A4 piece of card, or 11 3/4 as ours is, or 11 1/2 in the USA. It doesn't really matter. So you're going to take a scoreboard or whatever you use to score your card, and you're going to score it 1/2 inch on each side. Okay, just do that. It's pretty simple enough. So that's that done. Now I'm just going to quickly cut my little coffins out and I'll be back. Alright, cut them out. I don't know if you can hear it, but it is absolutely teeming it down here. If you have any little pencil marks, oh, I just broke my rubber. If you have any little pencil marks, you can just rub them out. Now obviously this is hand cut, you know, hand drawn. They're not going to be 100% perfect like what you would get with a, say for example, a die. They're just not, because you can't always follow the lines accurately, you know, but it's the best I can get with that without a die. You know, it doesn't have to be 100% perfect. It's nice if it is, but if it isn't, hey, I mean, you know, mine isn't, definitely not perfect. It might look it to you, but it's not. One I made was completely wonky. It's like this one will stand up. Probably because of the charm it won't there. With not the weight of the charm it would, but the other one was just like this, so a wonky coffin. Right, so now there isn't really, I can't really give you measurements for this because I'm just going to do what I did to get it. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to fold and burnish these actually on one of these strips. Now what I'm going to do is on one of the ends, it doesn't matter which, I'm just going to mite it in like this. Okay, now all I did was started from the top and I took this and I just got it basically to the length of the coffin, and then I marked it with a pencil. Okay, then I'm going to get my little scoreboard, and all I did was I'm popping this on here and I'm going to the line where the pencil mark is. Happens to be 2 3/8. Fold it, and then I'm gonna snip in again. Right, so now this should fit on here. Now it's worked out where it's a little bit too long, so I'm just going to snip a little bit off here because we want it to fit. Okay, so that would be like, this is going to go on like this. Then this corner here, you're going to measure, you're going to put this score line to this corner like this, and then you're going to do this. So you're measuring sort of all the sides. And then I'm going to get the pencil and I'm going to mark here. Okay, and then I've got the pencil mark, line it up the best score line you can, or even maneuver it about so you try and get it right on the pencil mark that you've made. And I'm going to fold that and have a look, see if this would fit. There we go, that should be okay. And I'm going to take a little piece out. Now, as I said, it took me a while to get this right because, well, like I said before, it's hand cut, you know, we're not a machine. Obviously, if we have a die, it's easier, but people can't always afford to buy dies. And to be honest, with Halloween being once a year, I don't know if I want to buy one. I had a one and then I think I give it away to somebody because I wasn't really into Halloween then. So, so anyway, that fits. Can you see that there? So now I'm just going to pop this bit on there. And I'm going to line that up. You're just going to keep doing this all the way. So I'm going to mark that here. And I'm going to take my scoreboard again. And I'm going to try and get it as best in between a score channel as I can. I'm going to fold that. Again, I'm going to just cut up here. So as I said, I can't really give you specific measurements because the trouble with that is, like, say someone could say, well, can you not just give me these measurements off here? Yes, I could, but if you don't cut this out accurately and follow the pencil lines, it's not going to fit. So it has to fit to your template. I hope you understand what I mean by that, because I tried it on my last one. I copied the measurements, and then when I went to put it on the coffin, it didn't work because I must have cut the template out, you know, a bit wrong or something. So that will fit like this. Now what you're going to do with this bit, again, line it up. But you're going to put a pencil mark on this end here. And we're going to do the same. We're going to score this. But we are just going to cut away the corners of it. Don't actually cut this bit away because we'll use this to attach our next piece of card. So like I said, if I give you these measurements on here, they may not fit on your template. So we have that done. So we're just going to do the same for around here. So if we take our other piece, again, I'm just going to snip these corners off the end because we don't need corners on them. Excuse me. So this would have gone to the end. We've already got a piece to join this on. Do you see that? So we need to start from here now, the opposite side. So just pop that on there. Again, just where the point is, just mark it. Get it right, level with a score channel. Fold, snip away again. and then I'll show you, because we're going to come to the part in a minute where we need to keep an opening to put our little treats in. So that will go on there. So we want this bit here, this next piece, position that on there, mark that there. Again, just score as best you can. So we are up to the side here. So I think what we will do, yes, so the piece we've just finished, if we say score this, line this up with the corner of the scoreboard and say score at 1 inch, and then just cut this away, okay, because this piece is going to be a little bit to close it, and then cut away these 2 little tabs here, and that's the bit that we're going to put Velcro on. So hopefully now it should be able to glue to one of these panels. So we started here, didn't we? So let's get our glue, and watch, none of it will probably fit, it'll probably be all wonky. So glue on here, and just glue this on there. So far so good. So we've got one side done, okay, now the other side. So we need glue on this little tab, oh goodness sake, to pop that in there. So glue on here, but we also want glue on this one as well. Glue in there. I'm going to have to take a bit more off this because it's catching somewhere. There we go. So far so good. And then the closure bit, as I said, this will go in here. But we need more off here because it's getting in the way. And that will go, that will sit over there like that. And then now you want to put your front piece on, or whatever piece, back piece, it doesn't matter. You can have the opening this at any side. Now this is where this should meet up with this. It's not too bad, it isn't perfect by any means, but I might have to trim a little bit off here. So when you do this, do not put any glue on here, because this is going to be the bit to open it. So you want glue on all of these. That's it, okay? And then try and get this as even as you can. See, I've got a bit sort of skew with bit here. So hey, I shouldn't laugh, but just as well I don't make coffins, is it? I work in a funeral director. The state of my coffins. Oh, sorry. Right, so that's about as good as I'm going to get. I mean, that could have been, that's catching that. So what I might do actually is trim this back a little bit, get some smaller scissors. Might be a bit better. No, that's made the damn thing worse. Yeah, just, oh no, there we go, that's a bit better. It's a bit wonky, but like I said, you know, you're not going to get it as neat as you would with a die, but once you get your papers and stuff on it, it looks really nice. Like I say, you know, it's only for treats at the end of the day. This is annoying me. I'm going to take a bit more of this, see if that works, sorts it out. Just like, you know, play around with it until you're happy. That's better, see, that's gone in flat now. Much better. So decide which bit you want your front to be. I'm going to have my front here. So this, pick your papers. I've just got some little scraps off what I used before. I was going to have that on the front, but I wanted the pattern that way. So that, oh, I don't know, that might go on the side or something. I could have this on the front. It's just a case of popping it on, drawing around it with a pencil. So I'm going to do that, and I will be back when I've cut out my little papers, and then I'll give you the measurements for the side, okay? Alright, so I'd cut and glued my paper on. I decided to go for the spiders on the back. And then for these you need two pieces which are 7/8 by 5 inches, and you're just going to glue them on. Nevertheless, it, you know, if you haven't got the dies and stuff, you don't really need them, do you? Just make your own, but you could practice it on a bit of on scrap card if you wanted to first. But I think the best thing to do is just take your time with it. But I've glued them on the wrong one. Yeah, and then you need two pieces which are 7/8 by 2 1/8, and you need two pieces which are 7/8 by 1 7/8. And then you need two little pieces which are 7/8 by 1 inch, and they are for this little piece here. So, and I also put the paper on the inside of these pieces as well, which I will show you in a minute, just so it looks nice when it's open. And then I'm gonna put these two together. I'm gonna peel off the sticky. Just have my little magnet, sorry, Velcro. Just stick them down on there. There we go. Now I wanted to, and then you can decorate however you want. I've already got a video on the rosettes I made. Now here's a little idea. This is good. Where is it? Yes, this little charm. So I just punched a little hole and I put a little charm in. Now I'm going to do the same, but where's the hole punch? I've made another one, just one of those mobile phone charms and a little lobster claw thing, and this is actually a rubber. I got these from the pound shop. There was a pack of them for about 6, obviously for £1, which I think in America you have like where you have Dollar Tree and stuff, because I've been there. And it's just, I just took my crocodile and I just punched a hole in it. So this is going to be my little charm for here. So a little rubber, which I think is a really little cool idea. So I'm just going to punch a hole about there. And then I'm going to put a little lobster claw clasp through there. And that's just an idea for you for a little charm. So a cute little rubber, which I think is nice. And then what I'd done as well on the other one was I just took one of these little black things, just so people know that that is the opening of the little that looks like a little ghost. This glue, it looks like a little ghost. Stick that on there. I mean, obviously you can decorate yours any way you want them. But yes, give it a try. As I said, they won't be perfect because we're cutting it by hand, but once they're decorated up and you've got your paper on, I think they are really nice. So I'll have the info on my blog. I'll be back again on Sunday. So thanks for watching. Take care and bye for now.